Okay, so I saw this movie last Sunday, and I should have uploaded a video response to this movie then. But things have gotten complicated, gotten to a point where, anyway, I'm not going to talk about it here. I'm going to talk about Star Trek, okay? I told you guys in my last movie review I probably wasn't going to watch Star Trek, but I was talked into it. And before I was even watching Star Trek, or was even interested in watching Star Trek, I was watching Heroes. So you have this actor named, oh geez, sorry, I forgot his name, but the guy who plays as Sylar. If you guys watch Heroes, you know who Sylar is. So yeah, I was watching this, and then I didn't notice that the character who plays Sylar was also the character who was going to play young Spock. So right then and there, I was kind of like, okay, I'll check it out. Plus, I've been hearing good reviews of it here and there prior to me watching it. So basically, yeah, I love the movie. I really love the movie. I loved it in many ways. To me, even though a lot of you think the Wolverine movie wasn't that good, I think I still like Wolverine in different ways as well. So I like them both. I'm not going to compare them because they're both different things. I mean, the Wolverine is based off a comic, and the target audience was probably the newer people, because the older people, they all know the Wolverine origin, so that's probably why half the people were disappointed with the older people, because they already know the origin. But I guess this movie was made to enlighten the new fans. Star Trek, kind of the same, but at the same time, if you see the movie, you'll know that it's not exactly a prequel. It gets confusing, this whole time travel, space, time travel, and warping, and this and that. It gets confusing, but J.J. Abrams pulls it off really well. If you guys are familiar with J.J. Abrams' works, he did Lost, I think he did Blair Witch Project. He also did Cloverfield, so he's this great writer. He does awesome, mysterious type of stuff. He's awesome. So this guy, he did Star Trek, pulled it off wonderfully. The cinematography was great. The actors, the selection, it was wonderful. I liked how there was hints. I said I'm not exactly a Star Trek fan, but it doesn't mean I didn't watch Star Trek. I was a younger kid, and there was nothing else on at, 8, 9, 10 at night, and it was late at that time, at that point in my life. And, there was nothing else to watch, so I watched Star Trek Enterprise. And sometimes the older series, which was just normal Star Trek with Kirk and Spock. So, yeah, I could say that the characters, the cast was awesome. I couldn't imagine anyone else better to play Spock or Kirk. They pulled it off very wonderfully. And what's his face? McCoy, he was awesome. Let's see. Talk about visual effects. Off the chart, off the wall, off of anything. It just off of, man, wonderful visual effects. It was so wonderful. I know when visual effects are wonderful when I get a migraine. So, good visual effects, very good visual effects. Another reason why I chose to see this movie, I haven't seen like a good movie with good visual effects since probably The Lord of the Rings. Iron Man, actually, since Iron Man. Hulk was okay, but Iron Man really pulled it off. And they are calling this new Star Trek movie The Iron Man of 2009. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Let's see what else we can talk about. The plot was awesome. The plot was awesome. Let me just say, everything about this movie is awesome. There's even fan service in this movie. To those of who've been watching Star Trek for a long time, there's definitely some fan service. Oh man, there's nothing really more I can say about this movie that no one else has already said about it, except that it's really good, and you should go see it if you haven't. It's a good movie for the fans, for the diehard, and it's a good movie for those who aren't even Trek fans at all. Like, stone cold not a fan, don't care about Star Trek. Watch it, you'll be enlightened. You probably might even turn into a Trekkie after watching this movie. So that's my take on it. I loved it. You guys probably would love it too. Like, definitely would love it. I haven't heard a review that had anything negative to say about the movie. So, I mean, J.J. Abrams, good cast of actors, wonderful cinematography, wonderful special effects. So check it out. I mean, I'm thinking pretty soon they'll be hitting the cheaper theaters in like a week or two. So there could be a chance right there. But anyway, this has been a video review for the Star Trek movie. Up next, Terminator Salvation. See you guys later.